Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, company-made, computer software trading probability-based trading alert, technical analysis, and company philosophy. And I had a few commenters asking how the kitty's doing. Tiny, he's doing fine. See him? Look, he's just a little baby. See him? He's just sleeping. Say hello. Hi. He's just comfortable laying down in his bed on his little pillow. Yeah, he's my little traveler. Tiny travels all across the country with old Vincenzo because we work out of town. Don't you, Tiny? Yes, you do. Who's your good kitty? Who's your good kitty? Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah. So there he is. The program director's update. He's doing fine. Just so y'all know. I had a couple of commenters asking how he was doing. And as you can see, he's just laying there like a human right next to me because he's tired. Because he stays up all night doing cat things, staring out the window and whatnot. But it's bedtime, so he comes up here. But as we get into more important things, the old crypto price, we showed some bad predictions by some crypto people earlier. But this is just going to be a little late night update here before I go to bed because I got to get up at 5 to go back to work. And you can see the Bitcoin price seems to be topping out, right? And we're struggling just above your major uptrending support. That if it gets back below it like that, we'll be holding it as resistance, and that would be bearish, and then that would mean you're coming down here, where we almost came back down to over here until we had that big reversal when the Fed talked. And just like usual, the Fed talks, the markets pump. A few days later, the markets start to top out, and then they start to trend backwards. So we're going to watch out for that. As you do know, nothing has really changed from earlier. Your major uptrending support is at 22,821 that you need to stay above so you don't come down to the 20,588, right? So that's what we're watching out for in Bitcoin. You need to stay above the 200-day, and you need to stay above this uptrending support that used to be major resistance, right? Oops, let's get rid of that and get rid of that. So that's where you're looking at in the short term. You need to stay above this uptrending 22,800. And right now you're currently sitting in the 2-hour time frame between the 50 and the 100 in red and blue respectively. So that's what we're watching out for there. Luna. I had a commenter ask if Luna Classic is going to make anybody millionaires. No, I do not believe so. There's many more projects that if you wanted to get into, you could get into that are much, much better than Luna and Daquan. Anything Daquan is involved in, I would stay far, far away unless you're just trying to swing trade to volatility. But as you can see, this is down 84% since Luna 2.0 came out. When I told everybody up here, do not buy it, that it was going to roll over on itself, right? And it did. Could this thing trade back up now? It could do something like that and then dead, and then it comes up, and then it dies, and then it comes up, and then it dies, and then it comes up, and then it dies, right? So if you want to swing the trade to volatility, you could, but eventually I think this is going to be sitting down here below $1, and that's where it's going to sit for a very long time. I do not believe Luna Classic or Luna 2.0 will make anybody millionaires unless you buy Luna Classic way down there and then it comes up. So I just don't see anybody becoming a millionaire off of Luna Classic. There's a lot better projects out there. And like I told you, I'm going to start giving you my coins, my best performing coins of 2023 here pretty soon, and the coins that you should be buying if you are a crypto person and you're looking for major returns and major things to try to make you some serious cashola as this bear market ends next year. And what coins you should start holding. Cardano, I think, is one of them. But Cardano, right now, it's trying to trade back up into this area and maybe even get back up into this area. But unfortunately, I think Cardano in the medium term, which means the rest of this year, I think Cardano is going to trade down pretty far. I think it's going to come down into this area. And then this would be a very good area to buy all the way down there. That's where I think Cardano is going to eventually go. But in the short term, you can see we're still sitting up here in no man's land while we're consolidating down after a nice little pump. And as long as you can stay above this falling channel, lower support at 50 cents, you're bullish. If you slip back down below this 50 cents, it's going to start acting as resistance, and you're going to end up trading down there as these moving averages start to trend back down in the hour to 3 hour time frame. But if you can hold this and bounce, you could come all the way up into here, right? So that's a big spread, but this is the critical area that you must watch to see exactly you are going to where you're going to either break down or you're going to break up. But this 50 cents is the major area you need to hold that's just below the 200-day in green. And then if we look at the Dogecoin, as we know, we're doing daily updates on Dogecoin for the Dogecoin Millionaire. And as you do know, the Dogecoin Millionaire had a very, 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 very uh, big returns, but then he just didn't have the foresight even though I'm sure he's doing quite well with 300,000 followers now on YouTube. I'm sure he's made lots and lots and lots of money. So he went from broke to very wealthy, even with his Dogecoin fortune going to nearly nothing because of all the followers. So congratulations to him on starting his YouTube business, and I'm sure he's doing very, very well. But we're going to continue to track the Dogecoin price to see if the Dogecoin millionaire with his coins alone turn into the Dogecoin zero error with only his coins, but I'm sure he might have $1 million with everything he's made on YouTube, right? As he's exploded his channel, and congratulations to him. But it was a very bad call thinking Dogecoin was going to be $1 or $2 by now when it was in the height of the bull run. Old Vincenzo told you this price was going to come way, way down. And right now, if he can stay above this uh, key area right here, you can make a run up here to 8 3/4 cents or 8 1/3 cents. But if you slip back below here, you're going to trade back down to 4.5 to 5 cents. The underneath support at the bottom part of the last line of defense to the shithouse, right? So that's the current state there. You need to stay above the 200 at about 6 3/4 cents to remain bullish, and then you can trade up and kind of trade into this area until you decide either break up or break down. But if you slip below this 200-day, I have a feeling you're going to come all the way back down, right? So that's what's going on with the Dogecoin. And then we got a little bit of XRP that we're going to end out with because then I got to go to bed. You can see XRP has actually had a very nice pump. But now what we've been watching for after it had this nice pump up through here, this 37 cents is your major area that you need to hold. And you're actually in the current time frame. Let's go to the 2 hour. You can see you're actually sitting on it right now. So what you need to stay bullish is you need to hold these moving averages and start to trade back up and breach this old regional high. If you dip down and hit the 200, come back up and get rejected like that and start to trade back down, that's a bearish confirmation. And that would mean that you're going to trade back down into this white supply zone. So this 37 cents is your critical area that you need and must stay over if you want to try to get up to some of these upper targets at 46 cents ish. So we're going to continue to follow that. We're going to continue to watch that. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. Peace and love.